everybody. By the way, it's nice to see you all. And it's nice to hear your voices. And it feels like I'm hearing old friends.
Aww.
I just have a question. My daughter, it's gotten worse. She's moved to Utah, and she's no contact with me. And my question is, there's a lot of conversation between my daughter and my husband about how he should divorce me and how he should leave me. And we are fine. Like, he and I are fine. And that's her dad, and that's my husband. And I don't know. I'm just wondering if this has come up, or like, because what I'm starting to see is that everybody else had lived this life before, and there's definitely a path that I don't see, and a pattern that I don't see. And I'm just wondering if other people know anything about this, or, I mean, hey, we don't have the best relationship in the world, but it's certainly not the worst. So I'm curious as to what might be, that's my question.
Oh yeah, I mean, absolutely. Unfortunately, it's part of the estrangement. It's either pitting the mom against the dad, parental alienation, or they tried to get all the other siblings to go on the estrangement boat, like, hey, you should stop talking too. So I think it's a pretty common thing. I mean, I keep seeing it on all the other groups.
Is that because they don't trust to talk to them without us finding out what they've talked about, and they're trying to like keep those communication lines for themselves or something? Or I just don't understand it.
What do you think, Lisa? I think it's always, where you find the one parent that you can blame for everything. And usually it's, I don't know, it seems like it's mostly the mom more than the dad.
Yeah, the authority figure, really. I mean, if you're breaking away and you want your freedom, who was that person that you need to break away from? Who do you feel has the most oppression over you?
Yeah, I definitely see that. I just don't understand why she. No, I understand why I'm the one she's breaking away from. I'm also the safer one to break away from, because I know that, like, I'll always be there, kind of thing. Whereas I think that my husband might not always be there. I'm just not sure why she is trying to break us up, or why she's insisting that we break up.
Well, I mean, I think, like Cheryl said too, the punishment factor that comes with it. And Cheryl, your daughter is trying to like recruit her own tribe around her story. There's less power that you have if you're the one who's alone and not her.
Exactly.
Yeah, I honestly don't know if we can even begin to answer that question, because there's a lot to a child wanting to do that to parents. We don't know anything about what's happened, but she obviously has an agenda. Any child, I've heard about a lot of this happening. You're not the only one it's happening to, that children do try to do that. And the reasons vary.
Yeah, I just thought that there was, honestly, I feel like there's a guide out there somewhere that people in chat groups are following and are being advised by, and I was wondering if this was part of that,
That the children are being advised?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, in Reddit groups and stuff, they're being advised that, because the language, absolutely. There's a dictionary out there, definitely, because I see the language over and over again.
Yes.
I'm just wondering if this is part of the equation that I'm not aware of yet, and I'm going to figure out the equation too late,
Yeah. And go ahead, Lisa.
I was just going to say, one of the posts on YouTube was that they've started a movement, and we're not going to be able to do anything about it. So they're calling it a movement. So is there a rule book? More than likely. And the more they can throw in that rule book, will they? Absolutely. And so how do you frame that right now? Because other than just being like, okay, they're just absolute evil. It is evil. But how do you frame it in order for your survival, in order for your peace of mind? You have to find the meaning behind this. for yourself? What is this teaching you? What is this here for you? You know,
Yeah,
me
this
moving
is
to
definitely
Portugal-
here for me to own my own narrative and to believe in myself and to believe in my reality and to believe in, you know, and not be swayed. It's been a long time now. It's been 2 years. So I'm definitely getting, and a lot of what you were saying today about, you know, not labeling them bad and evil, because that just makes me angry and that just puts me in a bad space that doesn't help, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I can respect her. I can really respect her for being strong, and I can be proud of her being strong and taking care of herself. I'm just a little, it makes me even more challenged to get in that space when she's saying things to my husband that are painful about what he should do, kind of thing, you know, which, and I'm not really worried about that. So I can also stand in that space, but it's just breaking another section of my heart I didn't know, you know?
Aaliyah, what
Is
were
your
you going to
husband
say?
supportive of you? Oh, sorry, Dr. Ruth, go ahead.
Aaliyah was going to say something.
I was just saying that, like, we just have to continue to, I think, just they're hurt and they're angry, and just send them healing at that point, and protect yourself, because it's not going to last forever, but they have to go through that. And so, and just remind your husband how much you love him too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good
And,
words.
you know, Jen, it's a cult. I mean, it's a cult. So how does somebody get out of a cult? It's not easy.
No.
Yeah.
But they have to be the one who wants to get out.
Right. Thank you.